Hey all, Will Healy here, and today's video is something a little different. We're going to talk about some lessons I've learned and others have learned from a very great man over many years. And today is my father's last day of more than 30 years at Ball Horticulture and the start of his retirement. My mother Louise is very excited for Dr. Will Healy Jr., PhD of Horticulture, to retire. So for Dad Jokes Friday, and in honor of him, I went through all the jokes I know about retirement, but none of them worked. Anyways, luckily I was able to attend his retirement party from Ball. Unfortunately, I had to be virtual because of some personal circumstances, but I'm so glad I got to attend even virtually. It was a bittersweet affair, but there were some powerful themes in the many statements made by everyone that I thought were great advice to share with you all today at the end of a career that was focused on people and process and product. So throughout this event, in all the comments, I heard three powerful themes. And the question I want to ask you is, with your career, what do you want your impact to be? He had impact on his industry. My dad is always pushing everyone, a true thought leader ahead of his time. He did research into greenhouse automation and growing in shipping containers long before this became an actual trend. For more than 20 years, he's been a dominant voice with articles and presentations like "Stop Doing Stupid Stuff" and "Duh, It's All About the Water." And he's been preaching the good news of water by weight. This philosophy has changed the industry, and I could make an entire video about Dr. Will quotes people have told me over the years, but the one that's always stuck with me is this: fish grow in water, roots grow in air. And just tons of people quoting that. The impact on your company. Watching the videos and hearing the speeches, you could truly feel the impact Dr. Will has had on Ball, on the subsidiaries, on customers around the world. A passion for what he does is infectious and can be seen in every person's face in the incredible growth of their company over the last 30 years. And story after story attribute his dedication and drive to making their companies, their people, their processes, and their products better. Are you having an impact on individual people? Since I was a young child, I've always been in awe of my father's ability to engage people at truly a deep level, and truly anyone. He can't remember my name daily. It's the same name, Dad. But he can really engage and remember conversations, talk philosophically on virtually any topic, and he really listens to you. If you had a nice Cabernet, then you can really get him to focus on you. But anyways, his advice is always direct. I've learned over the years his advice is usually right. And no matter how much I don't want it to be, his advice is typically the thing that you were supposed to do. He will go out of his way to really care for those around him, go above and beyond for them. He will create a deep impact on colleagues and neighbors and families and friends. When your Korean colleagues play an accordion in a greenhouse for you to serenade you into your retirement, I'm pretty sure you've done something right. Second, I really did love the 2 words from Jim Kennedy about Dr. Will, and there are some insights here for us as well. Jim shared first, traveler, as a description of my father. He had 3 million miles flown for Ball. He truly believes in the importance of seeing your customer and your colleagues to really understand their problems and listen to them. He's a firm believer in the value of physically being where a problem is to truly solve it best. Walk it, see the people, hear them, see their body language, the whole thing. And my dad would walk every row of a greenhouse and make people get up and walk with him to really see and feel the problems in every plug and every tray. He's also a teacher. This was Jim's second word. He has this incredible ability, my father, to impart knowledge and assimilate knowledge. This dude, when I was a kid, used to read like 3 newspapers every morning before I ever woke up. And when helping others, he would also be open to learning from them and then seeing the commonalities between different people. And then he was even able to accumulate more knowledge, and then he was even more helpful to the next greenhouse he visited. He openly shared this knowledge with anyone who would listen and with his industry, as I mentioned earlier. To quote one of his colleagues, Dr. Will educates people so they can stand on their own 2 feet when he leaves. And I think we should really all aspire to that as educators. Thanks to everyone at Ball, Anna Ball, Jim Kennedy, Dr. Todd Gavins, Diego, and everyone who said something really nice about my father. He will remember you and miss you as much as you remember and miss him. And if I know him, I'm guessing you haven't heard the last Dr. Will joke. So instead of my typical sign-off, I'll close with a quote from Jim Kennedy during the retirement party. When Will would walk your benches, he colored the world 1 plug tray at a time. Happy retirement, Dad and Mom.